And we got bananas in chat from Shizuku3158. That means that we're live, peeps, on the twitch.tv/Asuma. We also got bananas in chat from iBelzebub, Wubsinator, Mixinu, Double Moses, Liam2002, Stomp, Taribo, Bents598. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I decided to treat myself to another round of City Skylines. This game is engrossing, isn't it? It is engrossing. And I have a little bit of a plan, of what we're going to do. I think we're going to sort of focus on expanding the city by looking at an area of land and then kind of coming up with a story or an idea for it. And one of the things that we had a suggestion for was some more sprawling suburban areas. So I was thinking maybe what we'll do is start to fill out these spaces here with some semi-sprawling suburban and try and tie off the rest of our complex that we've built here. That's what I think we're going to do. Does it sound good? Belzebub says, thanks, X. What did I do? No problem, I guess. Okay, so let's get started here then. Where do we want to develop? I think we've got a curvy road here. We need a curvy road somewhere around this space. Now, this is a one-way road up to a certain point, and then it should change. We got a noise in the ear from Zekrom Sadistrict. Doing cheers, throwing the bits. Zekrom, thank you for your cheers and bits. I appreciate it. No message of that one. I'll look out for you in chat if you want to leave a message. Just sometimes I worry that peeps are trying to send a message and Twitch be twitchy or something, you know. Yeah, something like that feels about right. We got Lizzie Bess resubscribing for 25 months. Thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate it. Goodness me, by the way, we're making extraordinary amounts of money, I've just noticed. Why are we making so much money? We never do this good in this game. Also, quick check-up. Before we start losing money because things are going wrong, let's bump the budget a little bit on the old electricity. So that, oh, actually, I think we've caught this nice and early. We need to do some upgrading again, right? The city's about to get bigger, and it already needs the upgrade. Wow, this poopy water area needs some rebuilding at some point, because we're about to expand in this direction, and there's going to be a poopy river leading into a new area, and that is never too good. So that is sewage treatment, and for water availability, what I've generally been doing is just plopping these down randomly. So I'm going to put one right here, sort of welcoming you into this area. Cool, so availability should go up with that. And we got our thermo... Oh, we can build solar power now. Whew. And solar updraft. Okay, power output is a bit higher than that. 80 to 1,200. Oh, and what is that thing? Ocean thermal. Jeez. I think we'll slap down one of these. Not in that area though. Where do I want to put this power plant? It generates a bit of noise. I like the idea of having one sort of abstractly put somewhere elsewhere. For now, I don't really want to think about it too much. This is kind of a distraction. So we'll go ahead and we'll put another one opposite over here. Sweet, that can do its thing. We can focus on this. We've got a noise in the ear from Jess PK77, resubscribed for 4 months. Jess, thank you ever so much for the support. I appreciate it. Lizzie says, what? You said you weren't streaming today. Well, I didn't plan on it, but I'm kind of hooked on this game, right? So here I am streaming this game. That's just how it goes sometimes. Now, here's something that we don't normally do. Let's experiment, right? We usually go for the biggest size block in these areas. Why don't we actually just do something a little different this time? Put some 2s and 3s in. Now we've got some commercial demand, so I'm pretty sure this will fill up. We're mixing a little bit of office here and there as well, perhaps. Just because we can, and I think that'll do for that little area. We're supposed to do the same over here, so why don't we do some offices? Just put some office buildings on this quiet road out the back here. Kind of makes sense as well, because it's further away from the residential where the commercial would be. I'm actually going to do that over here as well. Let's just make these offices. So that should fulfill some of our commercial and industrial demand. We're creating jobs and we're creating shops. People can go work in the jobs, then they can buy the stuff from the shops. The cycle never ends. Your mic is muted, says Foodman555. Nice try, nice try. Starred Wizard says, I love this game. I like it too. Welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy watching it. Hey, X, you're going to try Anno 1880? Probably not. Just because those Anno games have never really caught my attention, I guess. Right then. So we're kind of rounding out this area. Now let's go and round out... Oh yeah, this, by the way, is for our new area in the future. Let's round out this area here with something semi-suburban. So once again, we like cyclists. And we want them to cycle everywhere. Let's bring a road across the back here. That's just doesn't want to... No. Trying to make it snap to... Let's do that all over again. Also, we've got a noise in the ear from Zekrom District. So, with a cheers and a bits saying, keep it up. Thank you, man. I appreciate those cheers and bits. Hope you enjoy the stream today, buddy. Thank you again for the contribution. What is in the Industries DLC, says Loenza. You can basically create... Oh, have we got traffic? Ooh. Ooh, the city has changed. We've got traffic over here. Essentially, you can create kind of like micromanagement areas where you set up some sort of industry area and create a lot of profit from it. Seems to be working for us, making a fair bit of money, but we're also struggling with traffic in this area now. Seems to be a lot of right-hand turn like this. Now they are slowing down a lot and they are stopping here, it feels like. Why stop? Is there something up with... I think they might... they can't make a left-hand turn. Why do they stop like that? It's the garbage trucks that are doing it. Other ones don't. How very odd. Once those garbage trucks are out of there... Maybe the solution is to build an incinerator somewhere around here so the garbage trucks don't all come from the same spot. Hey look, they're probably heading out over here, right? So why don't we put an incinerator in this area? I mean, these companies ain't going to like it, but, you know, they're industrial. They should be prepared for this. Let's go adjust our budget. And then let's check and see if we're all good there. Looking good still, looking good still. That's nice. Right, hopefully that helps not bring so many garbage trucks all the way over there. Because usually we don't have a lot of straight-on traffic and then they slow it down. But the other vehicles don't stop. So oh, that one does. Now, what is that about? Anyone got any idea? Trafika says bad drivers. It could be bad drivers. We've got a noise in the ear from Esney97, subscribing for 6 months in a row. Esney, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And Justice Fool is here for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much for using your Prime subscription on me. By the way, I've got a hot cup of tea here that needs drinking. Just saying. Telethia says, I've watched some City Skylines fully seriously. Usually I watch someone toss meters into a city for fun. Yeah, some people like to play like that, right? They like to mess about. Let's go ahead and add in some windy roads or do something along the lines of a more suburban look for the edge of this whole area here. Ah, whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. There we go, the old grid snapping. That's what I'll blame it on. The old grid snapping. Too much snap for me, man. So that's sort of a reasonable shape. We'll probably fill in more trees there. And with this, let's add just a straight road. Sort of one more that way. That spot there. And then that'll get filled out by trees kind of nicely. We can put some buildings in the corner here. And again, we're going to go with this cycle road. And I think actually one more straight tile. And then we'll have some curvature going on. Whoopsie daisy again. There it is. They're all trucks. All trucks are stopping, says Mr. Quickline. Yes, they are, isn't it? It's trucks then. How about making it 2 roads instead of the Y? 2 roads. Do you mean 2 lanes? Hey, look, they're no longer stopping. Huh. How very odd. How very, very odd. Right, I think we'll take a road out of this section here. This will be the sort of other side of it. and then we'll get some bendiness going on here. Bit of a strange one that, but I think it looks at least interesting. And then for the roads that come through the middle here, we'll have one go from one side to the other. The next one, we'll just fill in that space there. Alright, sweet. And then the last bit of space to take up is just this bit over here, really. I think I know how I want this section to go. Let's keep it daytime. Although, I don't really want to overload this intersection here. I know what we'll do. Okay, so for this area, we're going to try and take that angle and keep it going. Excellent, it'll let us do that. That's nice. We'll bring it out to 2.5. Okay, then I want to go this way and sort of back in a little bit. Yep, that's the shape that I'm looking for. And in the opposite direction, maybe we get a little bit curvy over here. Maybe even like that. Yeah, I think that's going to fill out those spaces nicely. So we're going to bring in more trees. But if we look at the edges of all of our... Oh yeah, of course you want water. Of course you want that thing called water. Oh, we need to drink. Oh, we're dying of thirst. Jeez, moaners. Bunch of moaners. X, I like 2 unconnected lanes like the rest of the intersection does. 2 unconnected lanes. I think I know what you mean by that. So you're saying that this should go straight to there. Okay, let's pause. Let's... This might be tricky to build, but we'll give it a shot. Okay. And I probably need my road anarchy on to make this happen, because this roundabout was super duper funky. Let's go get the old road anarchy. And there it is. So like that is what we're talking about. Let's check out those arrows. The arrows are all good. Let's turn the anarchy off and let them do their thing. Oh, except that one's offering a... No, it shouldn't offer a left-hand turn, but we... Do you know what? Maybe it made the left-hand turn from a moment ago. Now, this does raise the question, what if you're trying to get to these roads? I guess they lead to where you can get through this one, so that will probably be the trick, I think. Also, that doesn't even look too derpy with the old cycle track that never worked. We've got to think about paths through these new areas as well. We do want to make some walking connections. Let's go ahead and do that before we get too carried away here. We got a noise in the ear from Zekrom's District saying, "You go for it." Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the message of encouragement, and thank you for your subscription. Subscribing there. Appreciate you. Now you can throw some emotes in chat, like the old butcher emote. The butcher name emote. I'm sure I've been butchering some names today. Let's go. Let's get this thing on the ground to begin with. I mean, let's have a path down here. Bedford Street. Let's go and create a little windy road like this. Through the trees and then to that little stop right there. That's nice. That's good. Probably don't want one going these ways, but if people work in the industrial area, maybe we have a little windy road through these trees, then sort of come along and intersect there. I also think maybe try... Hang on a sec. Do we still need this power connection? We probably do. Not forever. I'd like to have a road go around to there, or a path, but we'll leave that one for now. Over here it doesn't really feel too necessary. Just maybe at the end here it kind of makes sense to have something to wind down. Now notice how I'm using a different type of tile here, like we're using the more dusty type path. That's because we're near the edges of the city, so I feel like it makes more sense to do that. But here where it could be more structured, we'll go like this. Sweet. One over there, and I don't think any others are necessary. Cool. Cool. It's time to drink that tea, I believe. Zempro says, yes, another city Skylines. Yes, it is indeed. Welcome to the stream. Beelzebul says, I imagine car accidents there are pretty crazy bad. We should have car accidents in the city. I've actually enabled it, can you believe it? I've enabled those accidents with the car. Alright, one day we're going to make this look pretty. That area there is going to be for the rest of this. And I don't want to fill up... Actually, I think maybe filling up all of that with trees would look pretty cool. So we'll fill... Yeah, let's focus on filling in the insides of these areas. but not so much. Maybe over here the outsides will do a little different. Okay, so over here we are pretty much going to stick to offices, I think, over in this space. We should run through some municipals though and just see if there's any things that would probably be suitable to build in and around this area, like a park or something. So healthcare is really well covered, and do you know what, I feel like maybe, oh, we never actually built another one of these, did we? But we don't seem to need it. I'm going to actually install a crematorium over here, just because we forgot about that. So maybe we could put something like a sauna over in this area, just to be a little bit different. Let's put a sauna on the corner there. Now it looks like a fire department could be needed over in this space. That's what we're going to install. On this side we'll put the fire department. Okay, police station coverage is pretty good actually, so we'll skip that one. As for schools, I think we don't need to mess with this too much, although if we look at it here, it seems like they do want more. Now there's not a lot of residential over there, so if we were to put in another high school, it would be somewhere up here. We could put it there on the corner, I guess. Let's do that. Let's put a high school in. Okay, so now I guess we just get to pick what kind of deal we're going to do with this. I really think it's going to be parks and office buildings. So let's install some cheap parks in this area to fill up some of that big space there. And then we'll have one here. So 2 big parks in between all the offices. And then we've got to put in the water by the looks of it. Makes sense, you know. Here we go. Nice. Okay, then we're doing the inside of these areas, which we're almost covering there. Actually, we're not really covering it very well at all. That'll do. And then this area here. Alright, sweet. Whenever I need a stream to keep me occupied, you're always on the case, Asuma, says the Submatrix. Awesome. Well, you know, I don't stream all the day, but I seem to stream at the right time for you. That's good. Hey, Jackie says, puts high school on a really busy junction. Yep, that's safe. Well, don't know if the game considers it safe or not. It just sort of generates traffic and whatnot. I could put it at the other side. Like, let's relocate it then. I'm going to put it down at the other end. Alright. You happy now? You made them sad, then you made them happy again. I would like some daytime, please. Okay, so our office demand is all the way down. We need more residential to bump this. We're also going to need commercial to balance this out. So why don't we put like one little lone high-rise. Oh, I can't actually select that tile there. So let's put 2 buildings then, just here. Okay, and then in terms of more commercial in this area, maybe that corner gets a block. This corner, actually this road here would make sense to finish filling in. That being said, I think this is a good spot for another park. Can we get something that just fills up this spot? Whoa, that one's massive. Or a plaza? We'll have a plaza there. That'll look nice for that area. And a few high-rise, high-dense there. And then all of this is just going to become the low-density stuff around here. Remember, it's all on the inside of the road. Alright, peeps, you can start moving in. Should we speed up the game a little bit? And then pretty much the same dealio over here. It's all just going to be... Oh, maybe actually the first block can be slightly different. Let's undo that. Let's get people moving into these spaces. Right, and then the first block we'll do like this. In fact, I'm going to change... I'm going to change that a little bit there. Have a little bit commercial on the side. So hopefully that kind of balances out all of this. Our city's looking pretty spectacular. We need it to develop a little bit. I think we're done with all of this over here. So now we want to focus on just filling in these spaces, which I'm not really sure what we should do with all of this. Is there a mall in that area, says Anicia? There isn't, but maybe that's what we do with this space. Maybe we build the mall. So the mall is one of these buildings, right? Which we haven't done a lot of. What is that? Media broadcast building. Festival area. Wow. So the mall is, there it is. Mall of moderation. Now that's also going to attract tourism, I believe, but for the sake of us just having fun with our city, it kind of looks like we can put it pretty close off of that road. So let's go ahead and just do something that looks a little bit funky. We've got all of this orderliness and we need some funkiness here and there as well. It's an important rule of making a city, you know. For all your orderliness, make sure you got some funkiness in there as well. Okay, too much orderly is too good. Let's go and do that, okay? Alright, let me have that one. Cancel. Demolish. Actually, that was a bad move. Okay, but lucky for me, I can almost... Oh, thanks. Orchard Park, level 5. We can put trampoline parks in it. I would like to build something parallel. There we go. Now we've got the parallel road back. Okay. So we're going to put the mall on that road there. Where is the mall? It is in this tab. Ah, needs just a little bit more space. Well, in that case, we'll give it some more space. As far as there. So once again, going to need to make the road parallel, which it doesn't want to do. Maybe it's about where I pulled the road out from. It really doesn't want to snap. Let's try again. Same problem with the angles. Well, how would I do this then? Would I do that and then go here? There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. Let's go into the mall and place it right here. Kablam! And put a path down the side here. Seems like a good spot to have one. Yes, that makes total sense. You want some water? We'll give you some water. Okay, now what I'm thinking is we'll build some car parks and then we'll have some more buildings on the opposite side. So let's come as far as that. And then we'll have a parallel road there. And we'll also create a little slip road off here. A nice curvy little one. Sekron Sadistic there with the hype. Lucky says, assuming you can see that in Park's first tab, the one on the left is usually cheaper up compared to the one on the second tab. Yeah, they go left to right in terms of price. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're still not hemorrhaging money, by the way. I keep my eye on that. Shall our little ramp here, I think it should turn in like this. I also think we're overdoing the cycling roads a little bit. Like, these ones really don't need to be cycling around here. That'll do. Okay, now we're going to fill in all of that with, what did I say? We'd do some buildings that we got hidden away somewhere in here. Hidden away, I tell you. Was it in the first tab? Yes, it was. Nice. We'll go... See, I'd like to put them... That's the spot I want to put it. There, excellent. Like, almost side by side. But we want something else in between. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just have those two. Right, so directly opposite, we're going to have some of that. Then some offices behind. A little bit more commercial in these zones. And mix in some offices as well. So it just kind of looks like a bit of a sort of off the side, semi-organised shopping area. I don't know. A little bit of a complex. Joey says, what does the beginning of this game look like? Has X built every single one of these roads himself? Yep. No, actually, it's not true. Excuse me. We start off with a map where we have these main roads coming through and all this terrain dance. But you see all these city areas here? This is all me. Also, we've got a water problem over here. And over here. No surprise there. Right, how's this bit developed? Slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We're not pulling in the residents to fill up this space, that is for sure. And that kind of makes sense. Okay, I feel like a park would make sense in this little area. Let's go ahead and grab one. What's that one right there? 40 a week dog park. Kind of picture something bigger. I think the third one in is really big. Yeah, too big. So we'll put that right there. Now the question is, do we want another block in this area? I might leave that bit and fill it up with trees. I was also wondering about extending this road underneath this bit here and going into our new area, which is going to be a tricky one to figure out how we're going to build it, but it's going to go through all of this space. I guess we should think about expanding some of these areas a little bit more because they've kind of been left neglected. So the idea is to fill up these highways. And I think what we'll do here is we'll leave a bit of space behind the buildings. So we'll have rows of small ones. And then on the other side, rows of small houses. Okay, going into this space, I kind of like the open space there. Maybe we throw in a couple of custom trees. This area here, I think we'll put in high density. That's low density, isn't it? We don't actually want to bring too much more traffic into here. Maybe we should consider putting in some office buildings just to kind of buffer the streets. They don't generate a lot of traffic. So along here, I think we'll do more of those small houses. Also, these power cables, they could get a bit of a change going on. If you go there, remove all of this. It's not necessary anymore. Okay, and we'll do the same over here, just office buildings all the way down. And then I think maybe trees in this area. Let's get our tree thing out, you know, tree brush. We haven't done that in a while. Zenpro says, I think there should be a button to change the height of the tram. Can't put tram stops on elevated roads. Do you have an iced cuppa, says Anisha. I am drinking that cuppa right now. You should be able to hear it. Let's have another slurp. Another slurpy derpy. Okay, let's go deeper into the selection here. Some of the better trees we've been using are this side. There we go. That's more like what we're looking for, really. How's the power work through these areas? Yeah, it's still kind of needed, those power lines. But those trees really do kind of fill out the space a little bit. I'm liking that. Maybe a few of them go in behind these buildings. So back into the trees tab. Reduce the brush size. Just a few behind the buildings I think are important to have. Even if it's only one. Oh, you want water, do you? Of course you do. Excuse me, I got a bit of burpee action going on. Okay. They're just sort of called out there, aren't they? Just called out from the grid. Now, places that I don't really want to have the trees are through here. I kind of want to leave this all open. I think it's very easy to end up putting trees absolutely everywhere, so we need to be a little bit selective. So over on this side we're going to leave it how it is, but I think that was a good call to put them in that area. And now I think we'll go and fill in all of this. Oh, we got some water problems down here as well. Right, let's get the trees. The trees. So I want to increase that strength in this area. We are going to bring it all in. Not so much here, just a couple maybe. Yeah, that feels kind of good. Then this spot feels like there should be some buildings here. Let's go ahead and just have like a random couple of blocks of that. And maybe along here as well, actually, just a couple of blocks of the high dense. Right, and then our trees. In they go. Over on this side. pretty good. Let's mix it up with a couple of different tree types as well. And that, I think, is really nice. That's very nice. Cool, looking good. Looking real good. We do have some patchiness though, some like open areas that I feel these things need something inside of them. So how about we look at getting more parks in and sort of beautifying our city with some parks on the corners here. Perfect, that one fits right into that space. We'll put one mirrored on the other side. And then let's get a couple of these smaller ones in, if we can. Okay, let's zap out of this view. Yeah, they go a long way actually, adding those in. I think it'd be really nice if we added in, not trees, but like something like this into those spaces. They just need a little bit of breaking up, I think, is the idea. Just so there's something going on in those spaces. Very good. Okay, here's another spot where I think we're going to need it. And then definitely here. And there. And then here. So that kind of, yeah, that looks so much better. Excellent. Oh, and then we've got all of this, but this is for future development, right? Maybe we should put in a unique building somewhere around here. We've got the transport tower. Jeez, what other things could we bring in for tourism? The Grand Mall. The tax office. You know, when I go to a city, that's what I want to see. I want to see the tax office. Okay, this looks like a good one. An official park. Let's chuck that in on this corner. Hopefully that'll bring more tourism to the area. And let's check out this park, by the way. We unlocked something for this. It is not really making too much money. Although, look at the ticket price. It does go up, doesn't it? So if we look at entertainment, I mean, we're maxed out, so it doesn't tell us how much higher it could go. Let's go in and chuck in some trampolines. So if I go into that tab, over to this one, all the way across, we should find ourselves trampolines. Yes. And how much do they cost? 24 a week. So we'll put 2 of these in. One all the way over here. And then one all the way up there that's kind of neglected. Cool. And then, you know, hopefully we'll get more people here over time. The subway looks busy. We've added a new point of interest just there. I feel like clustering in a few more things around here. Which tab was it again? This one? Look at this. Skyscrapers. Only $3.20 a week. Entertainment 100. Well, let's put that in here as well. We'll put that over there. What other cheapy ones can I get? The Central Park. That's probably massive. Whoa! Maybe we put that in this new area a bit. What is that? The statue of Colossus? Jeez. That's something to behold. Zenpro says, my vocabulists are always on point, however, so I never make up words. Vocabulists is a made up word. Jeez. Come on now. Think you can get that one by me? Let's put in the, oh, the aquarium's kind of big, isn't it? Maybe not then. Well, anyway, we're doing good on the money front, and, oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze. Whew, emergency mute. Just in time. Colossus probably has to be near an ocean or a river, says Lizzie. Ah, I see, I see. I see. I think what we'll do for now, because I want to kind of look at this area and think it's finished, is let's fill this in, and if we want to come back and put more stuff, we'll do it by removing what's already here. So I kind of want this area to be all high dense, and then the low dense through. Maybe we should have like a big block of offices just there. Kind of mix those together. So, oh no! All the trees that are and the houses are on fire. Oh goodness me! What on earth will I do? Nothing. I'm just gonna watch. Just gonna watch it all burn. Oh, it's so ugly. I don't like it when the fires spread like that. We can afford fire towers though. It might help to install a few of these. So this area is all at risk. I'm gonna put one right in the middle of that area. Maybe just over here in this field. We'll put one hidden back there. I see, it does kind of make it feel like our trees are a bit more protected. They also add a tiny bit of detail to the city in a weird way. They do have a fair bit of upkeep, but they add some positivity to the city as well. So it's looking absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? We're building it up really nice. Evil Assumer awakens, says Zempro. Oh dear. Bear Gogu says not next to the fire though. Well, I put it next to the fire, I guess. Lizzie says the fire is still spreading. It will continue to spread for a long time. Oh, and we need some water over here. Let's connect those pipes together. I mean, not only is the house on fire, or about to go on fire, that's why they wanted the water. They were looking in their back garden. We want water. We want it now. Oh, this is sad. Oh well, they regrow over time, so the looks aren't affected too much. If we go back to this brush here, here's another area that could probably do with a few trees in as well, I think. Not many, just a couple. Cool, and then we develop this space up, and this road here I think could do with some offices on one side. Just to build it up again, let's put in small offices just there. And maybe a few small ones here. That'll kind of do that. Let's have a building either side of the park. Yeah, I think the trick is just not to put them everywhere with these things. I like these high rises here. I feel like they should perhaps be doubled up. Have them on the opposite side as well. Right, so we are now being led over into this new area. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this space here. But maybe we could do something with a fence? Nah, I don't know. I think we'll leave it as is for now. So I'm thinking that we're going to extend this road here, and then we're going to create like a main avenue, a double avenue of some sort. Although with that type of road, it would be a bit too wide. Did you get to connect the fire tower to the road, says Galileo? Oh, I think you just put it near the road and then it connects. It kind of goes green when it's near a road, is how it seems to work. Now your land is fertile, says Ellis. I don't think it changes the land, it just, the trees grow back, you know. By the way, we're really pumping in some money in this city. I think those industry areas we set up really do actually make a difference. So maybe at some point in the future when we set up a new industry, we'll have all of this capital to invest and we could try and make like a mega kind of big operation. But that'll be for a future live stream. For now, we need to work on this new area since we pretty much finished all of this. So we need to do some experiments. So I'm going to start putting down a road. Okay, we're going to go into our parks tab. And we're looking for a custom park that I have. Is it that one? No, it's this one. So we're going to need to place it on a road. Now, I'm pretty sure the answer to this is no, but do you place off of a path? You don't place off of that path. And it is quite a long strip, so what if we had a block of road that's like this? Ah, it's going to be a pain in the bum to build, but... And we don't have to have it wrap exactly... Yeah, we can probably do that over and over again. Now, we don't have to have it wrap exactly against the road, but I think that we will. Bear in mind, it's going to end up looking like that. So we have quite a few intersections. Maybe we could use like a one-way road system here or something. But we want to do that going across in this direction. And this is going to be our sprawling suburban area. So it will eventually connect over here with its own intersection. So I think an angle like this makes sense. We could even just start building the road, right? Let's get that angle nice and correct. So I kind of want it to go like that. Keep it straight all the way across, include the bridge. Nice. That's actually pretty much what we're looking for here. That is a wonky bridge. That's a weird bridge. It's the poop water bridge. Maybe we can mess around with leveling the terrain a little bit as well. Perhaps try and get some sort of flatness going through all of this. And then build off the side of it. That could be interesting. We'll mess around with some tools in a moment. So then we got to, unfortunately, build by switching back and forth between these tabs, which will probably be relatively slow. Or not. I think that kind of worked. And maybe what I should have done is started with the bridge, but that's fine. Alright then, this is what we're doing. We're doing this. Over and over again. It's going to be a unique feature of this area. Anika says, X, you need some tea to put Evil X back to sleep. Galileo says, you know how people make flower gardens into pictures? Yeah, that'll look cool. Ellis says, hey, is watching this game a good replacement for studying my urban geography test? No, it's probably not. And one thing, there's always people popping in saying, I'm revising. I'm like, please don't watch me when you revise, I'm a derp. I'm going to put bad ideas in your head while you're supposed to be concentrating. I really do think it is bad to try and like watch a stream while you study. I've noticed how unproductive I can be if I you have to be a bit honest with yourself. Like, you know, you want to enjoy yourself while you're doing your revision, but if you pay attention to what you're actually getting done sometimes, at least for me, I'm looking, I'm going, do you know what, I am not doing so great at this, you know, whatever it is I'm doing. And so certain types of multitasking don't work so well for me. Music always seems to work though. If anything, I seem to operate really well listening to music. Just, I don't know, it just gets me focused, gets me kind of in the zone, so to speak. Right, so here's where it starts to look wonky, right? This is where we've got to take control of the terrain. So we have some terrain adjustment tools. That is not it. It's the shovel. Or is it? Is it the shovel? I don't know. Yeah, it is the shovel. So we can go up and down. We can level terrain. I believe this is what we want. So we right click and then we drag and we make it all level. That's good so far. Still good. Don't really feel like... Okay, you can see the change coming, right? There's the change. I feel like perhaps the roads are holding it together. We need some daylight, please. Yeah, the roads are holding that together. So if I destroy the roads, they will pop back down. Okay, and now we can see how we need to modify this terrain, I guess. We go back here and keep... Ooh. Left click. There we go. Now here comes the obvious problem. We're getting close to the river, and we're deeper than the river, I think, is the real deal. Actually, it seems to be just about right on both sides. Now over here, it's obviously got a bit of a problem, so somewhere around there it's going to end. But we've pretty much kept it level all the way, which is cool. I'm actually going to get rid of this bridge. It will be rebuilt and made to look better, I think. This is a cool idea. I like it. And then somewhere here there's going to be an intersection, so this will probably get a big redesign. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. We'll go all the way over here, and we'll go all the way over there, and we'll switch to our parks tab. And another one of those. Good stuff. Zekrom says I'm back. Welcome back. Ibelzebul says, I can't even listen to music when doing schoolwork. Interesting. For me, it's totally the other way around. If I do anything that requires concentration, really, put the music on and it all kind of works. That's interesting. A flat bridge. I like that. Now, what I was thinking of doing here, which I think would look really cool, is kind of merging the roads to a central point. Now that one curved itself, which I kind of don't want it to do. And that one curves itself. What happens if we have Anarchy on and we do that? Okay, then I'm going to destroy that and do that. And we've got a little bit of above ground action here. That's not the worst thing ever. Over on this side, we'll need a road like this. And how many tiles did we go up by? Well, construction cost is 320. Yeah, that seems to be... a good way to count. Let's bring this road back just a couple of tiles. Okay, like that, good. Do that, rebuild it. And I think they're being flooded is their complaint. Let's get rid of... are we saving? We're saving. Ergothobic says good evening. Good evening to you, welcome to the stream. That's kinda what I'm looking for. A little bit disappointed by this road. There's actually a trick we can use here, which is to think it's that one. Yeah, there we go. We forced the connection a bit. Now, currently, it's not very pretty, is what I'm thinking. But if we change the width of the road on the bridge part... Uh-oh. I desperately need to undo that. I just caused a bit of a problem there, peeps. Look the other way. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What did I do? So now we need forced elevation. Now what I really like to do is adjust the height of these bits, and I'm not sure if I have the tool for it. We need the move it tool. But I think I'll leave it like that for now. It's a bit yucky. Do you know what I might be able to do though? I might be able to change the step to 1 meter. Right, and to me it looks like... Oh, that's a shadow. I thought the water was coming from the other side. This looks like it might end up getting flooded at some point in the future. I mean, it's all a little bit dodgy looking, isn't it? But anyway, if we bring things back to normal, on the opposite side we can continue with those roads and come through this area. Now, I think we'll go back to the landscape tool, and we'll have it so that this just continues through here for now. And do you know what? We could get a little bit on the extreme side with this and just sort of treat it like this area's been carved out specifically for what we're doing here. Okay, we need to get rid of those, get rid of all of that. And that is pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's very well smoothed out. Alright, that's kind of alright, I reckon. Can deal with that. We've got a noise in here from Shadow Car. Or Shadow CR. Resubscribe 5 months. Thank you ever so much, Shadow. I appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Jess says press M. I think we tried that in another stream. I used to have it when we played in the past. I don't have it this time, Jess, it looks like. And we got another noise in here. It's Blue Bottle 77 resubscribing for 30 months. Blue Bottle, thank you ever so much for 30 months of support. I truly appreciate that. And I hope you're entertained. I hope you're having a good time hanging out with us on this live stream. Appreciate you. Right, let's go over here. Do that right there. Come back to this one. Plop it down. Get another road in here. And plop down the very last one. The very last one, peeps. Okay, it kind of gets funky with the land. Since we know where it's going to end up. And I kind of like that it ends up right under here. Let's get back on that. No, that's not the land tool. Maybe a quick check. Electricity is good. Water. Throw money at water. There we go. We need the city in tip-top operational form. Back to the landscaping tool. And just... ooh, bit close there. Actually, I kind of like the way you see more of the support. That's good. That's going to be the top of this area. And somewhere then we're going to build like an intersection here, but who knows how we're going to figure that one out. Maybe actually this should be the top. Let's come back to that park. Maybe we can just squeeze in one more little bit. Like that. So where would the intersection be? Would it really be under here? Can we even make that happen? We've got support beams in the way. I'm not sure if I can get rid of them. The anarchy might help. Maybe here is where we give it a shot. Let's go to this type of road and select the very middle. And remember, I've got the anarchy on, peeps. So if we did that, that's almost good enough. We just got a support beam in the way. Maybe we'll try that one more time. And yeah, a little more of a curve like that's what I'm talking about. Except it kind of loses its charm here. There's some funkiness, so it does need to pull out from the road a bit. That's more like it. Now it's on the footpath. Excellent. Okay, that is an interesting connection. I like everything about that. That's good. That's a good way to get into our new area. There'll be other ways as well, but then we're going to have to do some sort of intersection down here. I really like this. This is cool. This is taking an idea, thinking it through, making stuff happen. Now, we are also going to come in here and upgrade these cells. I was actually going to do these roads, but we do want to make like cyclist access. If we do it here, we add such a tiny amount of extra roads, it's barely worth it. I think we should yeah, we should just do this. There's no cycling in this part really. Okay, this is all Fancyville over here. We should put in like a high-tech policy. We should really make this into a special kind of district, right? High-tech policy, maybe up the what you call it? Uh-oh, I did a bad thing over here. I did a bad thing. Okay, that's all good for me. Okay, that is a beautiful looking area, right? Let's change the time again. I just need the top. I need it to always be day, basically. Now let's select the same thing again. We're going to get rid of the trees in between. We're going to upgrade these roads. Okay, so that's going to be one way that way, and this one is the opposite, and that way is one way that way. Oh. And I guess I haven't thought about how this is going to work here. I guess maybe what we'll end up doing at this end is just doing this little strategy again, right? And then we'll figure out the junction there. So from here we get to have some sprawling roads and whatnot, and yeah, mess around with that kind of approach. Linus West is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Linus West, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you are enjoying the stream we're doing here today. Thank you. Is there multiplayer in City Skylines, says Loenza. There isn't, unfortunately. I think a multiplayer update would be good, but I think it would only be beneficial for two people who are playing together and sort of on the same page of, you know, like if you were to have public worlds, it would probably just be chaos, trolls would come in. If it were two friends, coordinated, organised, maybe chatting to one another, it could be really fantastic, I think. You know, I'll build this bit over here, you do that bit over there. Could be a really good experience. Right, so now what we're going to do is go back to our fancy schmancy roads, and we shall start to build the bendy roads, right? So this one's going to come around this way and maybe go all the way to there, although actually that one's, I guess I'm thinking of it going through. That'll do for now. We'll add another little drive here, little drive going off there, so not much going on that side. Over here though, it's all going to branch off through this. Now I guess there will be something like that going on at some point. Just not sure where. I don't think I want it to go straight there, so let's have it peel off in this direction. We'll have a road peel off in this direction. That's not the way you want to go. Now I like that it kind of loops into a dead end, but it feels a bit too long-winded, so I think it needs another connection. Now that bit's wrong. Actually, let's come through like that. In the middle there, that's good. And then this space here doesn't have much going on. Let's add. Okay, so that's now pretty interesting in my opinion. I think that kind of achieves what we're going for, right? Curvy roads. What do you think, chat? Kazza says, X, I like the whole loop one way and crossing roads both ways. This would minimise traffic. I'm not overthinking what I'm doing here. Like, I'm not going that deep into it. Making the loop one way here might work, but this is probably going to be like low traffic. And what we'll actually do is we'll start off with all the principles we're going to deploy over here on a larger scale, and we'll do it on a smaller scale here as an experiment. Okay, so we need to create a new district. This is getting exciting now, peeps. Okay. We're going to create a new district. It's going to be called Poshville. No, I don't know what we're going to call it. We'll actually make it like one big district as well. Let's not end up creating two separate ones. Right, this park area, let's have a look. Policies. What we wouldn't do is encourage biking here, but that's a citywide one. So let's have a... Let's go all out with this. Let's go all of these options. Recycling, we'll build a recycling centre. Okay, parks is going to get a boost. Not so sure. Not so sure that these ones are going to be really that necessary. We'll go with the recycling one. We'll have 2 recycling. Now we're going to raise for low density and high density in this area. Okay, and then city planning, high-tech housing, maybe heavy traffic ban. Because this is just going to be all residential for here. We don't want to make it like a cut-through. Now, can I turn that off for this area, even though it's city-wide? Apparently I can. Interesting. Let's ban it on the sidewalks. Lightning rods. Everyone living in the policy area must switch to an electric vehicle. Let's do that. Let's just have fun. Let's pick some stuff. Okay, so we're creating a high-tech area with electric cars. I think we should call this like Musk Town or something. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, so we got this area sorted out. We should probably quickly just make sure that we're not accidentally including roads that, oh, this could be problematic for. We need this right here now. Okay, so all of that's included, and then here let's make it quite clear that that road is that bit there. Yeah. Okay, maybe a little bit of trim up here just in case it interferes, and there as well. Sweet. Okay then. Now we're not going to start zoning just yet, peeps. I've got more that I want to do here. I've got more that I want to do. We are going to maybe put in some parks to begin with, but also we're going to go into... I think we can access what I want through this. Or not. This is it. Park fence. Amusement park fence. Nature reserve. Park fence seems the most applicable. The zoo fence is a little interesting. Or maybe that actually. Forestry fence. So I'm thinking about... Okay, we're going to have to use anarchy for this, I'm sure of it. But what if we fence off... That's kind of gorgeous. It's kind of gorgeous. So it gives more tiles to the opposite side. So we're literally not going to have any buildings on these sides here. So maybe we add a little extra road that comes off the side here. We'll do that. Bring you into that space. And then we'll probably want to do the same just around here. Like, bring it right up to there. Cool. Maybe even that one goes a little bit further around. The last bit looks kind of funky, doesn't it? Let's come back to there and just... Yeah, that sort of space. Right, back to that tool again. So we're literally going to go... No, that's not right. From there all the way down to here. And then over from here to there. I think it's interesting. Alright, what are you drawing? We're drawing something. Okay, so basically we now come in here and zone all of this up. Peeps, get moving in with your electric cars. I almost said guitar. I really did. I literally almost said electric guitar. That probably doesn't surprise you if you've been to these streams before. Yeah, we actually need them moving in over here for the power to come through, right? And then once they've come up to this spot, it will pass it through all of that area. But for now, we'll focus on this main road coming through here. Now, we don't actually have a lot of residential demand, which is kind of worrying for this project. Do you know what else they need over here? They need water. Well, what do you know? They need water. And now they've been given the water. Nice. right next to poop water. You know, the fanciest part of our town is next to poop water. By the way, we had a noise in the ear. Utah Jarhead, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Utah Jarhead, thank you for subscribing, man. Appreciate that support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for your Prime subscription. It looks like a dolphin, says Kazza. I guess you could probably see whatever you wanted to see in these shapes, right? Okay, look at these high-tech houses down here. We need to increase the value of this area, I just realised. So they'll need some municipals nearby, and they'll need some parks. Let's go invest in a fancy schmancy park in this area. Although they do have those, which probably helps a lot. Botanical garden? Maybe that's a bit over the top. Maybe a plaza. What did I just do? Oh, I think I just anarchy placed one. I think they're... yeah. Oh, whoopsie daisy. No. Whoopsie daisy, I replaced something. Okay, back into the parks tab. What are we looking for here? What is that? A basketball court. I kind of like the idea of having one of those in this area. Let's put it over here on the corner. But going back up to here, I guess we want to pick like a small park. Oh, that will squeeze in the middle of all of that area pretty well. Alright. Let's fill in some more of these grids. It's easier to see in the daytime. We could also make some of these buildings bigger if we put a fence. Let's go back to that fence and let's put it down on this side of the road. Because this is part of the posh area in a way, right? That's the idea. Can I go a little bit closer like we did last time? Yes, just about. Yeah, so some of those houses get to be a little bit bigger now. That was a good idea. We'll also put it here even though it's kind of separate. It does sort of lead through into this area, I guess. Yeah, we'll leave that be for now. Oh, there's another spot where we could have it actually. Again, it's nighttime. It goes by so quick. We've got 3 million in the banks, peeps. We're just rolling in it. Okay, it is this, no, yeah, it's that one. Okay, I think I'm going to use a curve here. And those houses get to be a little bit bigger if they so desire. Nice, good work. Cool, this area is actually looking pretty fancy. Looks like we could extend some paths out of here between the houses and around, but I won't mess with that too much. That being said, maybe we could mess with it a little bit. Over here, kind of looks prime for a little road going through there. Nice. And the anarchy actually helps you get this done. I'll go there. That's good. I like that. Okay. I think we've done a good job there. It's looking good. Asuma, do you watch the Grand Tour? It was a sad episode. I do not watch that, whatever that is. The Grand Tour sounds like a racing thing. You can turn off snipping by pressing the square on the left, says Topman. Yes, yeah, I'm aware of that square and what it does. Cool. So we kind of need to boost some industry in order to get people moving in over here, which I didn't really want to do at the moment. We also got to get electricity from one side of this place to the other, which means horrible, horrible power lines. Like I can oh wow, wait a minute. Oh, if only the one in the middle was visible. Well, I might just leave it like that for now, but it would have looked cool sitting in the middle of that bit. Anyway, that connects the power across, right? Or is that... No, it's totally funky. It didn't work, peeps. Now we got another odd problem, which is... I can't click on it? Uh-oh. I've created a bad thing here. What about the other side? Can I click on that? I don't know what to do with that. What if I destroy the road? Am I... What's going on here? I can't demolish a road? Hello, congratulations, thanks. Which one was that? That was our theme park area, so we can go back there and add some more stuff. What's going on with the demolish tool? Like, it's not actually letting me demolish anything. So I'm thinking I've messed something up somewhere here. Like, let's do that, and then let's go into the demolish tool. I can't select anything. Oh no. Page up, says Jess. Ah, Jess, thank you. Well done, well done. Thank you very much. Let's try the power line again. Yeah, I was in underground mode was the problem there. So let's turn the anarchy back on. Okay, now if we come here to the middle like that. Now what I'm going to do, yeah, is let's turn off the snaps as well right about now. Is I'm going to go quite high here, but not too high. Does that work? That's amazing if it does. No, it went funky again. Oh well, we tried. We tried, peeps. Man, this place is cool. Very cool. Eventually we'll get rid of this power cable and we'll have this expanding in that direction. So what can we do for jobs? Facility full. You need empty, and we're going to need another creme, peeps. Another creme. Let's do a vitals check. Ooh, good time for a vitals check, right? All that power from those electric... I was going to say guitars again. All those electric cars. How's water doing? Oof. Drag you all the way up there. Waste is good. Healthcare. Fire safety could be better. Right, I feel like adding a little one close to this area. If we put it there, they can drive through into this space. That's great. And then we'll probably put one somewhere down on this road. Like a police station eventually. Education, public transport we haven't touched in a while. Let's go back into the amusement park project over here. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so apparently we've got 3 new things we can add. We have a swinging boat. That, jeez, is massive. And this. You know, with the anarchy on it, allows us to do a little bit more than usual, doesn't it? We've got to think about what we are trying to do here as well. Because one of those is really big, so it's going to need a path that kind of ends on itself. Let's go to this right here. I think that's the one. Okay, I'm going to need some snap, and we're going to need that anarchy off. So we'll come out like that, and then we'll snap back to there. So we'll let that end. Yeah, that means... yikes. I guess what we'll do is that for now. Okay, and then back into this tab. So, 3 things, right? That's the biggest. Let's put it in first. Then we'll have a swinging boat. And this one. Cool. Some of these might need to get moved again later. But there you go, more attractions. More people should be coming in, surely. Oh, not that. How are we doing? Park area overview. 26. Let's charge the full amount here. Look, we are making no money here. This thing loses money. Jeez, terrible. We need to get more peeps in. They're probably crossing the road and just not paying the entrance fee. We've got bus stops here. And we've got residential nearby, but people don't come over. You need bushes, says Lizzie Vest. Bushes everywhere. We need those bushes. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello, hello. That's quite a bit of traffic, isn't it? Ooh, there's traffic in the city. Oh, it's traffic time, is it? Let's check out our traffic flow. Okay, we've got a couple of hot spots. I think we'll deal with this by turning off traffic lights to begin with. Let's go find them. They're usually the things that slow you down. So no is what we'll say to that one and this one. No traffic lights. We want chaos. And looks like there is holding it up a little bit. Okay. Pretty much all off everywhere. How does that affect the traffic flow then? So something we could do here is maybe make it like an outward bound road only, so you'd have to go around this way in. Let's give that a shot. Oh, where's my one-way cyclist? There's no one-way cyclist road. What? Is that even a thing? Okay, apparently it's not. Well then, so we upgrade that and we make it so you can only go that direction, and that might help smooth out the traffic a little bit there. It will redirect it, but the idea is to make the interchange a little less busy. So for example here, like traffic coming down and turning in, what if they turned off there and made their way into this area from somewhere else? So this feels like a good opportunity to have an outgoing road only, right? Okay, let's check the traffic. Okay, big traffic here. Oh, by the way, does that affect our bus routes in any way? No, it doesn't. They happen to not go through there. Okay, glad I thought of that, because the next roads I'm going to change, I think one of them uses? Yeah, so maybe we don't change the one on this side, but this here, apparently there's traffic that comes through here. Now we can make that an in only, which is what I would have... Oh, no, wait, I don't want in only, I want out only. Yes, we'll make that out only, so the traffic should move out of there a little quicker. Alright, let's upgrade and change the direction. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Is this a 2-lane road? It kind of looks like it is, yep. So that's just a bit busy. That looks like traffic lights operating. Let's go check it out. Do we have traffic lights? Yes, we do. I don't want them. Okay. So this bit didn't seem to be as effective, is what I take away from that. I wonder if... how can we modify these roads to make it a little bit slicker? I think what we're going to... I don't know how to explain this, but I'm thinking that making this a one-way road in the opposite direction and that a one-way road... Oh, hello. Hello, this looks awkward. Let's pause. Let's destroy that. Ugh. Yeah, that's going to cause some problems, isn't it? Okay, one to there, and then cyclist to here. Okay, back to normal. Yeah, I got a feeling that might help, just let the traffic flow a bit straighter through here. Right, do we have lights there? We shouldn't have lights. Thought we turned them all off. We got lights. Maybe that was the reason all along. Back to the traffic. You see, we might unintentionally be moving traffic elsewhere now as well. This one looks like it needs lights, is the problem here. Let's try this one with lights. So if we've got like a 4-way, it probably needs lights. Okay, that's okay. That one looks like it needs lights. Bit of chaos. Bit of chaos here as well. Let's turn them off on the 3. So whenever we've got like a 4, that's probably the... Oh, I see what the problem is. So I've been like zooming out to spot them, but you have to zoom in to see them. 3. So they might actually be doing a good job down here. Me turning them off might be chaos, but we'll find out, I guess. So that one there we're going to leave them on, but over here, these areas, I don't see us needing them. These are quieter for traffic, you see. Let's try... We just turned it back on there, so we'll leave that alone. Right, let's check it now. That looks a little bit better. Over here's definitely improved. But then here got worse, big time. Now how could we encourage the traffic to behave a little different here? That is some serious backing up. We got a noise in the ear from Zekrom Sidistrict doing cheers, throwing bits, saying party, 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 guitar. Thank you, my man. Appreciate the bits. Hope you're enjoying the stream. There's a bit of a party happening, says Jess. Peeps, what are we going to do? Chat, I'm reading you. What are we going to do about all of this? We have got too much traffic coming through here. We could up some public transport routes. Maybe do some of that sort of thing. You know, put in paths, try and manage the flow a little better. It's good everywhere else. We just got this vein here that's struggling. Ban all cars, says Jess. Well, that would stop the traffic, wouldn't it? I think maybe we need an alternative route for some of our traffic to get over here. We think about, like, everything comes through here to get over there, to get down here. It's quite a closed-in area. Like, a road coming in from out here just might mean some traffic coming all the way around, doesn't get piled in through this road. But, like, there's a lot of traffic moving through it, so it's a main vein kind of road, right? If we're going to divert some traffic elsewhere, I think a diagonal road over to this could do it. Or we could do some sort of, like, underground superhighway that goes underground and then pops up somewhere down here, right? And maybe that helps. Zen says, I like Zekrom Black was the first one I got. Oh, a black guitar? What are we talking about? Roads without traffic lights. Is this city managed by Evil Asuma? I'm in for the underground superhighway. This is not a number. Yes, but then we got to carefully think about where that highway emerges, right? Like, it's got to be useful. I think having it near here is something we would be pleased about because we want more traffic down here, I guess. This is like a one-way in. There is traffic trying to exit, but really, isn't there like a traffic route tool? Let's turn it back to day. I think we were on it. I think it was that. So you can kind of see routes a little bit here. Now, things don't go straight down. They actually go over here. Maybe this spot here. Maybe we build a junction that just comes out of the ground behind here. So we have like a superhighway that comes down and around underground. Now, if we were to do that, where would we build the connection? Because we've got a massive intersection here. Do you know what? The traffic has ironically slowed down a little bit. I think maybe trying to take the traffic that comes off of here and there and here, 3 different lanes of traffic, and getting them to converge onto like a super underground road. So we'll make this road a highway so it has lots of speed, and we'll make it a 2-way. Actually, let's make it like a, what is the speed limit? 80 on a highway ramp. So 2-lane highway, that'll be 1 way, speed 100. So we want this thing to go into the ground somewhere just around here. Let's get some of that grid snap off for a moment. 1, 2, 3. So we can have it go like that, and then it's going to essentially just run underground. This is a very interesting idea. No idea if this execution is any good or not. Well, we'll soon find out, I guess. So I think we want it to pretend like it's going straight there, and then sort of come up somewhere around here, and then a big old turn around there, and then it will be up to that intersection, which actually has sort of emerged here. Yeah. Okay. So now the objective at this end is to get different roads of traffic merging into here. Let's go one like that. This one, and now I'm probably going to modify this a fair bit more than you're seeing here. I mean, we can do that, and we've got a couple of connections. I also want this one to get over there, which is probably the hardest part of this challenge. Or we go to the source. We could actually build our connections underground. Like, there's no reason I can't have something here peel off and go. Actually, you turn here and then you go down there, right? So underground ramp here that comes around and just connects there. Okay, so that means we've got like a multitude of connections that can go all the way over to this spot, and I bet nothing's going to use it, right? That's what I reckon's going to happen. Nothing's going to use it. Oh, hey, someone's using it. Someone's using it. Look at that. 4 cars. Oh, I'm so happy now. They're coming from this area, noticeably. They're coming down this street and turning around by the looks of it. That's interesting. So maybe it is traffic coming from... You know, like we could add another connection here that go... We could add connections everywhere. Okay, I just saw... Okay, they're using it. They're using it, peeps. Not every car, but they're using it. And that means less traffic on this road, right? It looks like this has gotten worse. Somehow, it looks like this has gotten worse. What is going on here? What map are you using, says Stefan. We're using the Forza map. It's like been imported from another game, I think. Well, the traffic is bad. But, I mean, something's using it, right? Like, I mean, look, there you go. They're coming out. They're coming out and about. And they want to make left-hand turns pretty much most of the time. Oh, I like that. I like that it's getting used, even if it's not solving our problem. Although it's starting to clear up. Anyway, you know, we've added a road and it should have made a difference. Okay, we've got an empty facility over here. Let's stop emptying it then. We burned all of those bodies, didn't we? Jeez, right. I think our industrial project needs to come sooner. Because we got so much demand. And I think we really have to build our new industrial area. Away from here, maybe. Where are we going to put this? Where's this industrial area going to go, peeps? Cool, this city looks great from up here. We've got to really get it expanding through lots of the place. I feel like this hilly area here could be a good opportunity around the base. We could essentially build like a junction side to side, but then in terms of transport and people getting all the way over there, it's a long way to go. I think this field, this area here is pretty much going to stay untouched. So we could use this space over here to build an industry. That kind of makes sense. Like build it into the fields again, like we did over here. I'd like to do a forestry one, so let's go and check out what are the natural resources available to us here. You can select a random car and watch their route, says Connor. Yes. I don't do a lot of that, but it is something. Post office. I never got into this bit of the game. Do you have to build a post office? Okay, it sounds like a well-being thing. Huh. Well then, that's something to do. And if I don't know, I haven't seen post offices. Where are they in here? I don't recall seeing them. Is that it? Post services, right. Post office. Well, that's something to check out in another stream, right? We're focusing on our new industry, I think, now, because we need the jobs. And, you know, people can pop onto the highway, come over here. It's kind of close. So we want to go with forestry, and look, it wants to use these green fields here. That being said, is it actually just after trees? Does it want to be built where trees are? Is that how it works? Because I could build it here, and the buildings would go over the trees, wouldn't they? One thing's for sure, we're going to need an intersection. We'll probably use this space here. Upgrade some of these roads. Let's start off with that intersection, since we're settled on this area. Do I want to build on the other side of the road there? I don't think I do in that particular space, so that means we're going to build one that just peels off to this side. Okay, we've got the classic. What kind of custom ones do I have? That goes in both directions, which I don't really want. So do all of these. What's that? That's pretty much close to what we're looking for. Oof. Oh, that might work, although it's raised. And that... is a weird looking one. That is pretty much what we're after. Just going to have to change a couple of those roads. Right, so why is it all red? It's just the place. Okay, so if we delete a large chunk of this all the way across there, we'll have the space that we need. Okay, let's get this looking real good. Ah, we've got some fences we're going to break through. Oh dear. Right, is it going in the right direction? They are. The roads are going in the right direction. That's nice. Let's come back a little bit here. And then take the right type of road and just give it a little bit of a sort of peel off, I guess. Right, and then we'll reverse the direction of that one. Which didn't work. Spider is a man says hi. Hi, Spider is a man. Welcome to the stream. We'll do the same thing over here. Okay, so that one's going to be kind of straight. This one's going to curve off a little bit. Right, and if we look at the roads here, is this a good junction? It kind of looks a bit naff. Kind of looks a bit naff, to be fair. I'm going to downgrade these to smaller roads. Okay, now this works. You want to go into this area, you can pull in that way. If you're coming the other direction, you turn off there. If you want to go out, go that way or that way. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. Looking good. Now, this bit, we're going to change these roads. And we're going to turn them into two-lane highway. Good. And we're going to change this one and have it go from there. It's not quite what I'm after. Can I get a little bit of anarchy and chaos? Yeah, that's not the anarchy and chaos I'm after, though. I think what we might need to do is add the next type of road first. We're looking for a 4-lane, 2-direction, 4-lane. Okay, gonna go with that. Come back to this tab. That's the connection that I'm looking for. Okay. Now we will need to tweak this a little bit, I believe. We don't want a right-hand turn there, do we? That would be silly. Okay, let's check out this. So no left-hand turn, right-hand turns only. Although I'm not sure what straight on is, but essentially we want them only going on to that. So that should be all we need for that connection. Okay, then from here we can, this is in the middle of this, so we could probably fill that out with some industry, maybe some generic industry, and then I think it's just about what fields do we want to operate in. Maybe upgrade some of these roads to industrial ones. Or maybe just use this here to have an operation going on. For now, I think we'll extend this road in a straight line using that one. All the way over to there. Hey X, what you doing, says Chief Bart. We're working on our new industrial area. And I did ask chat, if anyone knows, please let me know. I've been looking. Chat's kind of quiet today. We're doing a quiet, humble stream, you know. And I was looking at forestry. Oh look, there's a road option for fences. So I was looking at this. Processing buildings, extractor buildings. That's cool. You can break it down a little bit. So the forestry main building. Do I build it on these green bits? Because they're sort of where the trees are. I think we're just going to have to go ahead and learn by doing, right? Doesn't want to build on that side of the road because the fence is dropping it off. Okay, let's go to the road tab. Let's find that industrial road. It won't be here. What is that? Fancy. Is there any more like that? I think it's at the end of this tab that you find this industrial road, right? Tells you the speed limit of them as well. 40. This one here you can see is 40. So let's upgrade these roads. Okay, and over on this side we'll upgrade all of that. Cool. And I guess should we leave the fences there? You first have to zone the area before you can place the main building, says Hexalot. I'm aware of that. It's just I don't know if this whole industry specializing needs to have a particular type of land. Like, can you see how the forest is that tile there? Yet when we select the forest industry, it's not. I think we need to build it on the same type. So what we could do is create a zone here and upgrade that road again so it comes over to this spot, and then build a road into here. Like a road through the middle, and then have everything else on the either side. Just like that. Bird Song Center. Main building automatically contains it in an area when you plop it. Yeah, I'm aware of place. What I'm asking peeps is about this. These here, do they actually need to correlate? The natural resources need to correlate to the type of industry that you make, because it'll let you plop it down anywhere. But anyway, this is the main building. I might put the main building on the opposite side of the road, just because it might not be necessary for farming the materials, right? So if we put our main building just near the junction, that'll probably look pretty cool. Okay, so now we can build a small tree plantation and a small log yard. That to me sounds like you could build this anywhere if you've got a log yard. Okay, and there we go. So I don't know what's going to happen to these trees, but we'll appreciate the aesthetic ones that are kind of around the edge. And I've built 2 of those. What ratio are we working with? We are working with Thorate to 3:2, which I believe means I need 3 for each 2, right? Yes, 3 for 2. So let's look at how much space this is taking up. I think I could put a road in there. I feel like what we should do is relocate this to the opposite side of the road. It's going to let me overlap. Now, is that because of Anarchy? Let's quickly check. Anarchy is on, turn Anarchy off. Relocate. Apparently I'm paused. I don't know how long I've been paused for. Oh, it's saving. That's why I'm getting some lag spike. Hang on. So, yeah, Anarchy was interrupting with that. Right, so we move it onto this side of the road. Let's pause, actually. And then on the opposite side of the road, it feels like we could get 2 of those sawmills where we need 3 into this space. So we'll start off by putting down our first sawmill. Okay, and then we're going to put a road in between it. And this road is going to go along the back, like this. And we're going to create a grid on this side that's of a different size. So going into here, we now need a sawmill there, and a sawmill here. So there's our 3:2. Let's go ham on this. Let's rotate them a little bit as well. So now we've got 4, 5, and 6. So we need 2 more of the other type. Okay, and then we need a storage building. And since it's quite big, we'll demolish that bit of road. Just slap it there for now. Right, and I think that's everything. So let's resume. This area looks really cool, gotta say. Gonna put some water down the middle of here. That should hit all of those buildings. And then we're not too far away from there. Good. Now we need the electricity, which we will just about get from the middle of the road. Bring it over there. Can you say sweet? Alright. People are going to come and work in this area now, right? I'm also wondering, might it be productive to add a little underground slip road that lets leaving traffic just zip onto the highway here? I don't know what way they would go on the highway, so I'm not sure that's entirely the way to do it. Main building doesn't have to be on top of a resource, it's just a maintenance building to deal with services. Okay. Still no message in chat answering the question. I mean, if no one knows, that's cool. But do these buildings have to be on top of the other one? Look at that, the workers are coming in. That should help us expand our super duper area over here. I like it. We can zone more here now. Look, every little bit has been fulfilled so far. Let's just go bring it all in. We'll let it develop in its own time, right? We put in our parks. We just want this to all look good and fancy now. Just these small ones I'll do anyway, even though they're going to look a bit off. Right, then over here, there'll be some on this side of the street as well. The power will get over there. We need to check the water, I believe, and that's about it. Water. No, we've probably got that covered. Sweet. Alright. Well, slowly that'll develop. Let's go to full speed here. Let's check out our new industry. What's its problem? Not enough raw materials. You get raw materials from over here. Did we miss something, or did I get my ratio wrong? No, it's 4:8 to 3:2. But I made 1 to 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that ratio is good. It might have something to do with workers, or is there a storage facility I missed? We built one. I think we're good. The trucks are coming in now, and that seems to be better for them. Yeah, the icons are disappearing. Cool. And then we get a lot of traffic going the long way around over here, you see. So it might be worthwhile to add a connection across the middle. From here to there. Give them a bit of a shortcut, you know. No fast station near the lumber industry, says Min. I guess not. Let's see if we can get away with just having the fire tower on site. Like, we'll put one right there on that corner. Looks cool. It's overseeing the area, you know. That was a good spot to put it. It really fits in well with the area. And if we wanted to expand this, look, we can take over these fields as well. So maybe what we do is we build our own intersection here, like a roundabout, and have connecting roads. That could be a project for this. You know, to use this space for an intersection. To remind myself, I am going to come over here and say that all of this area is now part of this industry. This forestry one, we're going to try and do a good job on it, right? It's going to have its own road infrastructure and connections to the city eventually. But for now, whoo, look at our city go! Look at our city go. Oh, they're using this road, aren't they? They're using it all right. How did traffic flow change? 83%? That's a pretty good spot for it to stabilise around. Yeah, I think our road is getting some use. It's a good one. We could even branch off and put in another connection somewhere else eventually. I like it. This city is gorgeous. Let's turn it to daytime. Let's Peeps, what do you want to see? What do you want to look at? Not a number says X. May I ask what you studied, majored in? I didn't study or major in anything. I'm a dropout, mate. Min says no fire station. Oh wait, we read that one. So Charlie Panda says hello, new game here. Yes, new game. Arf says just came over from Renstream. This is much calmer. Yeah, we're having a very chill stream over here. Banana Twitch says first stream. Hello, welcome, Banana. And Back says, do you still do bike vlogs? Well, based on the lack of bike vlogs on my channel, I would say no, but it's something I always want to do. Did this river get wider? Now that looks disgusting. I don't like how open this field is. I want those trees to regrow. I think we are dumping too much water here. It looks like this river has gotten wider and wider. It is definitely wider than when we first started, right? That's something we need to do in the next stream, is move the poo-poo water out. Now people are moving in over here. It's working. We're not getting complaints. We're still making lots of money. I think this is going to be fantastic when we expand it into this area. Every time I look at this, I feel like it needs something. I reckon rather than trees, let's try and... Oh, look, we just hit 30,000. Let's try and find something a little bit different, maybe. Just I don't know, like, what do you look like? Hey! We're going to expand that industry. Does this work? Just feels a little too generic to kind of always have trees. Kind of helps a little bit, actually, with that area. Trick is not to overdo it, and we haven't done that. And man, this another little industry just nestled out in these fields. It's so good. It's so good. I wonder if we should put like an office building out here. Just a small office building on one of these to kind of make it feel like there's a few more things going on in this area, you know. So let's have 2 little office buildings. Let's just see what happens. Right, how much money does this make? Not a lot. That's fine, that's fine. Click on your name and it tells you, says Jess. Are you... Wait, what is that in reference to? I don't know. You should put barriers along the river just in case, says Zenpro. Do you mean like actual water barriers? My plan was to move this somewhere else. Eventually. I don't know where. We need like an ocean. Well, there's an ocean here. Look at all that poopy water. We do need to build a new facility. Hey, look, the trees are starting to regrow, I think. They're sprouting. Ooh, they look gorgeous like that when you zoom in. That looks like that looks amazing. But that's not the default tree, is it? What is up with this? Or maybe maybe what we're looking at is like a sapling. So, although the size of the building is a bit off, no, it's not a sapling, it just doesn't... You know, I've got this mod installed, right? And it is called Ultimate Levels of Detail. Tree distance. Let's jump it up a bit here. Does that help? I don't think it... Wait, did that make the game a little bit more shaky for a second there? Or is it just looking at this area? I don't know. Either way, this game is beautiful, right? Crime? Those buildings kind of work. Kind of work. I'm going to put one more. Just so there's like 3 in a row. Kind of works, doesn't it? Just for a little bit of added detail and something extra in the area. Looks like the custom asset doesn't render the burnt thing properly, says Christoph. That could be it, yeah. I think I'm going to change that thing down one there, because peeps in the chat are saying that it will... Oh, I saw it affect it in the background for a second, actually, then. Let's do that again, like... Yeah, they all look different now. Okay, let's see what happens now. Oh! Oh! The frames! They're gone! They've gone forever! Let's go back. So let's go for 1,250. You know, this is where having maybe like the RTX graphics card would give us a bit more juice. But my 1070 is doing alright right now, I say. 1080. That's the one. I did actually want a 1080 with this computer, but I could never find them. They seem to be... I think like they produce lots of graphics cards, but there's always like one that gets brought over and over again. The 1080 was kind of like the one to have a few years ago, right? And so all these places selling graphics cards kind of were out of stock on 1080s. Yeah, this area is gorgeous here. They have little icon things and then they disappear. Nothing. No one over on this side yet. No one wants to move in there. But boy oh boy are we going to have fun with this. Right, let's, maybe we shouldn't rush anything here. I do want to remind myself that we want to build a new junction here. I think we're going to have like a double roundabout system where we have a roundabout for this, then it comes, or maybe we make like one big roundabout, right? And we add some connections in. I'm going to leave like a road here to kind of remind me of that. So we're thinking of having one big roundabout, connections off into these fields and into this space here. If we were to do that, this road could totally sneak. What I would really like in this game, when you demolish a road, is to be able to just demolish the single tile, right? Because I don't actually want to sniff out that road. I kind of want it to go just between that little gap there, right? Just in like that. Let's... snapping is awful. Yeah, like, can I get you to just go back there again? Maybe we'll do it with a curvy road like that. Yeah, we're going to have a little exit just there. That's great. Liz, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day at work. NVIDIA shortened supply on 1080 and 1080 Ti to boost RTX sales. They're no longer producing for quite some time. Is the music loud or are you speaking softly? I'm speaking softly today. Man, the city is so gorgeous. This is cool. This is really cool. Are we making any money here? Wait, where's the screen? Hey, that's a big number. Right, anyway, peeps, this is where we're going to wrap the stream up. Eventually, I have to say that's it. I needed to end a little bit earlier today just to keep on top of other things that I'm doing. I had a lot of fun playing this. We'll probably be back again Sunday or Monday. Knowing me, it'll be Sunday. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Massive thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. As always, thank you for your support. I thank all the people hanging out in chat and all the people just watching. And who shall we do a raid on? I'm going to send you over to False, who's streaming some Hermitcraft today, peeps. So, yeah, stick around for that raid. Thank you again, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.